So let's pick up on that conversation, because I knew you'd chosen this as your short, the dollar rand rate as a short. So how does that work as a short? Just explain.
So essentially when you are...
Because going down can mean weaker, or going down can mean stronger.
So whenever you look at a currency pair, whichever currency you're going to be buying is always going to be when you look at the pair and you're going to buy that pair, it's always the first currency that you're going to be buying at strength. So when you're shorting that currency pair, you're always going to be counting on the first named currency or the base currency to be weakening. And in this case, as the dollar rand is quoted in US dollar ZAR, my short is on the dollar, so you're shorting the dollar side and you're longing the rand. Because you're trading the pair, you're always going to be selling one and buying the other. So I'm actually buying rand strength on the back of these moves now. Was very impressed by the way the rand held up that move through last week, that break below 1280. We've been in this huge consolidation phase, which you can actually see on the charts now. We're mostly an upward trend, perpendicular move to the long-term trend, which most technicians would have been looking at as a broad-based consolidation. This break below 1280 is significant, to say the least, and the fact that we're back at 1263, 1264 now definitely for my mind, puts 1250 in target. So that's my short on the dollar, my long on the rand. So I'm buying rand strength against the dollar, and that's also just backing the fact that we're not going to get a lot of news out of this week, and I can't see any of the Fed constituents coming out and saying we are 100% going to raise interest rates in the next meeting, which is not April, it's actually May. And we've only got about a 54% chance of a rate increase going into June, which is the next highest one. So we've got a little bit of time and a little bit of leeway now for the rand to actually pick up a little bit momentum as it goes.
Right, and your long of the day is Bidvest. Why is that?
Well, I think full disclaimer, I own it in my personal capacity, but I bought it on the premise that again, sort of looking at the technicals, it looked like we'd come off the lows and we were looking at a bit more of a consolidation. Results hadn't exactly shot the lights out. It was the first full year without Bidcorp since we'd seen the unbundling. But it's a good leadership team. For me, it's more of a longer term, personally, it's more of a longer term buy. But in the short term, I definitely think there's an opportunity there for traders to get on in it. The levels that I would be targeting would be back up at 183 again. So I want to see a break of that 165 level and then back up to 185.
161 at the moment then.
Yeah.